So good morning once again. So today we will see what is biomimicry and what is the role of aesthetics and ergonomics in design. So basically, when you design a product, um, aesthetics and ergonomics are very important. So what is the? We'll try to differentiate what aesthetics and ergonomics. Aesthetics means the beauty of the product, how it looks like. Say for example, we will say a beautiful something about beauty. So a beautiful pen or a cute design, something like that. No, that mobile phone is very cute. Sometimes we used to say. So that means it is attractive. No, something in that design which draws our attention to that. So that is aesthetic. Okay. Uh, at the same time, ergonomics means what? The functionality, the usability, how useful it is. Say, for example, if you take a very simple example of a pen. Now we all use pen to write, or write or draw something. A pen, aesthetics of the pen can be, attributes which relates to the beauty of the pen. Now, how appealing that design of the pen is. Something like the cute design or very attractive design. But at the same, ergonomics means how the design is helping a person who is using that pen. Say for example, when you write it, say for example, if you use the pen for writing, say for 5 minutes, if your fingers are paining, then ergonomics is not that good. Or if you cannot keep that in your pocket or in your pouch or somewhere, or it's very difficult to, it's not that easy to manage or refill, then even if it is beautiful or attractive in design, the ergonomic side is not good. Other example, if you look at a car, we all have cars, and the car aesthetic side of the car is how attractive the design is, how beautiful it looks, isn't it? But at the same time, when you drive the car, if you feel back pain, if you sit, on the seat, driving seat for half an hour, if you feel back pain, or if the boot space is not sufficient, so that you cannot move your foot or arms, or if you cannot move your head comfortably, or you do not find it comfortable for a journey for some period of time, then the ergonomics is not that good. So that is the meaning of aesthetics and ergonomics. So for a product to be successful, for a design to be effective, it has to have both the factors. It needs to be aesthetically appealing. At the same time, it also should have ergonomic factors. Then biomimicry is when we design some product, we take inputs from the nature. Say for example, we all know the design of aeroplanes. A lot of ideas were imbibed from the birds, how birds fly, and the design of the birds, how they keep their wings, and how they keep their tail, head, all those, the design of a bird. Actually, that actually the Wright brothers, or the people who design aeroplanes, or something like that, they have observed the nature, and they have taken features or principles from the objects from the nature, and they have incorporated those features into their design. So that is biomimicry. We are in fact mimicking the biological world, isn't it? So the nature. So that is the idea of biomimicry, aesthetics, and ergonomics. So we will see in details. The term aesthetics occurs. Uh, Aesthetics concerns our senses and our responses to an object. If something is aesthetically pleasing to you, it is pleasurable and you like it. I told the example of a pen, isn't it? You like it. So if it is aesthetically displeasing to you, it is displeasurable and you don't like that. You will not like to have that. You will not like to buy that product. Aesthetics involves all of our senses: vision, hearing, touch, taste, and smell, and our emotions. All these factors are there in the aesthetic side of the side, depending upon the product, isn't it? So elements of the aesthetics, there are many different things that contribute to your overall perception of a product and your opinion as to whether it is aesthetically pleasing to you. So when you say a product, there can be vision aspects, hearing aspects, touch, taste, smell. So we'll see the details. Vision means how a product looks like, color of the product, shape, pattern, line, texture, scale, size, movement, how it moves, isn't it? If it is a movable product, how it moves. So all these factors are coming in the vision side of the aesthetics. Then hearing side, no, loudness, when if it is making some sound, pitch, beat, repetition, melody, pattern, noise. So touch means if you want to touch that product, if you want to hold it in your hand, then how it looks like. Yes,
Sir,
yes, yes.
sir, അന്നപൂർണ്ണക്ക് കേറാൻ പറ്റുന്നില്ലാന്ന് പറയുന്നുണ്ട്.
Yeah, let him retry it. Let him retry. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then weight, comfort, temperature, vibration, sharpness, ease of use. Okay, all these parameters are involved in the touch side. Taste means if you want to taste something, then what is the strength of the taste, sweetness, whether it is sweet or bitter or sour, the smell strength, whether the smell intensity of the smell, sweetness, whether it is pleasant, all these parameters are involved. So all these factors are contributing to the aesthetic side of the product. So conventionally, ergonomics consisted of usability and functionality. How useful it is. I told the example of a pen, I told the example of a car, isn't it? The design of a car. The best design occurs when aesthetic ideas are combined with good ergonomics from the start of the design process. Only when you combine aesthetic aspects and also ergonomics aspect in the right mix, in the right proportion, then only that product will be a successful or people will like that. Consumers' expectations have been raised. They no longer simply expect the products they buy to be a functional and usable. So that means consumers, they give weightage to aesthetics and economic side equally. Consumers demand functionality, expect usability, and are seeking products that elicit other feelings such as pleasure or that strike a certain emotional chord. When we buy, this is true with everybody. When we buy any product, there has to be some emotional connection with that product. Then only we'll go for that. It is not about functionality. It's not about aesthetic side. Some combination, isn't it? We have some emotional attachment to that product. Only those products we'll try to buy. It is likely to be the aesthetics of the product, the way it looks, the feel of the material, all those stuff. Say, for example, sports car. So if you look at a sports car, how aesthetics and ergonomics are incorporated there. The emphasis is on the aesthetics and performance. In the case of a sports car, it is the focus is on performance and aesthetic side. The ergonomics is not that considered. The car may go very fast, look beautiful, and make all the right sort of noises. This is a case of a sports car. However, it is likely to be difficult to get in and get out of the car because we have seen the car. Have little storage space, seat only 2 people, and have limited visibility, isn't it? So ergonomic side is not that good. The physical and functional ergonomics are not the best, but the car is exactly what the consumer is expecting of a sports car. So when somebody is thinking of a sports car, this is what exactly the people are expecting. The people want to have this many features only. It's not that we should have a large space. It is not that we expect the car to seat 5 people or full family, should have enough space, should be larger, or nothing like that. So this is a design of a sports car where aesthetics and performance is important. So ergonomics is compromised in order to achieve performance and aesthetics. So this is the design of a sports car you might have seen, or racing car, whatever we call it is. So here ergonomics is compromised in order to achieve performance and aesthetics. It looks attractive, it looks appealing, and it looks some innovative design. But ergonomics is not that good. But this is the case with sports car. It is okay with the sports car. Now look at a family saloon car, the car which we all use. The emphasis on the functionality and usability, how safe it is to drive, how comfortable the driving wheel, how comfortable the seating are, how comfortable the interior of the car, isn't it? How easy to get into the car, how much boot space we have, how much comfortable the back seats are. All these factors are considered other than the aesthetic side. It's not that we will not go for a car which looks very attractive and very beautiful, but if it does not have all these ergonomics aspects, usability aspects, comfortable aspects, comfortable features inside it, we will not buy. Just because it is simply beautiful or cute, we will not go for that. So there the emphasis on the functionality. There the emphasis on the ergonomics. So for a family car, the ergonomics is very much important. The car should first serve the needs of the family. So we'll have adequate seating and storage space and be suitable for family traveling. It should also have aesthetic appeal, but there may be compromises in design, in order to provide the required level of functionality and usability. So we can compromise on aesthetics here. In the case of sports car, we compromise on ergonomics. Here we can compromise on aesthetics, even if it looks not that attractive, but many people, opt for some comforts inside that. If five people can travel comfortably inside it, if five people or a family, a full family can comfortably sit and travel for a long time without any tiredness or without any discomfort, many people will definitely go for that particular car, even if it looks, does not look that dashing or attractive, or if the design is not that so-called cute, isn't it? So that is the idea of ergonomics, and that is the idea of aesthetics, how somebody should think of these aspects while designing a particular design, while designing a particular product. So this is the side of a family car. This is a design of a family car. Compromises need to be made in different ways depending upon the product. Where ergonomics and aesthetics meet, clearly many aesthetic ideas are easily combined with good ergonomics. For example, chairs that look like, so there can be combination, isn't it? Chairs that looks good and are comfortable too. We can have chairs that looks good and also comfortable to sit. Buttons on your mobile phone that give good feedbacks. Mobile phone are very attractive in design. At the same time, functionality also not affected. We can work with the keypad. It's not that difficult. We can work with. But even if you make it even smaller, it depends whether it is comfortable to use or not. If the keypad is even smaller, then it will be difficult. So a right mix, a right combination of ergonomics and aesthetics should be present in the design. Where aesthetics may predominate. In some cases, aesthetics may predominate. As we told the example of a sports car, another example is having more influence than ergonomics is shoes that are beautiful and very fashionable. Footwear, shoes, but are bad for your feet and your posture and increase the risk of slipping and hurting yourself. Something like this, no? This is not, very ergonomically, we're not that good, not that sound, isn't it? It may have health problem, but it is, aesthetically, some people may consider it as aesthetically very nice, isn't it? But are bad for your feet and your posture and increase the risk of slipping and hurting yourself. We are all educated as small children about the need to wear well-fitting flat shoes for healthy feet. So that is the ideal requirement. Also, that is good for health, isn't it? Well-fitting flat shoes. But we would complain if all footwear are, when you go to a footwear shop, and if all the footwears are having this characteristics only, or if all the shoes are of this flat shoes, then we will complain why you are designing this kind of shoes. Why don't we have any different design? Something like this, people will ask. So in order to satisfy those people, the designs of shoes are made in this way. So here aesthetics predominate, but we have to understand whether it is good for our health or not. That is a choice of the customer. Where in another example where aesthetics must never predominate, where ergonomics is very much important. So where all we can see such cases, there are situations where ergonomics principles must override aesthetics, such as products that are used in safety critical situations, or some equipment designed for use in operating theaters. So in an operating theater, when a patient undergoes surgery, their aesthetics is not that important. The functionality, the devices, all the equipment which the doctors or the medical team uses should be ergonomically very sound. It should give the correct value, correct reading of blood pressure or heartbeats or images inside the body. Their aesthetic is not that important. Ergonomics is important. Or some devices used in air traffic controllers, isn't it? In air traffic controllers, and we'll not say, oh, it's a cute design, we let us have that, even if it's ergonomically not good. It's not that. So this is an example of a medical equipment which is used in the operation theater, say for example. Here the ergonomics or the functionality, usability is more important other than the aesthetic side. Aesthetics could be said to be a branch of philosophy dealing with beauty and taste as a scientific discipline that devotes itself to the study of the human-machine environment system, human factors, and ergonomics has long established its goals of enhancing the safety, comfort, productivity, and ease of use of products. So that is the idea of ergonomics, ease of use, to ensure safety, ensure increased productivity, and ease of use. So aesthetics is a field that a human being perceives. When a person perceives the sense of pleasure through any of the senses while using a product, then we can say that product is aesthetically appealing. It's a very important aspect for its business merit and acceptability. The feel enables the customer to distinguish and choose a product from similar products. The customer may not know why a product is aesthetically appealing for them. When we go to a particular shop to buy a mobile phone, we will have different options available. We will have different designs, but we some one out of that, one of the design maybe may look attractive to us. It is an appealing because the designer has incorporated some specific attributes in the design in order to create such a feel in the product. So these are the different cars, isn't it? All are no many. There will be takers for all the designs. Some people will find the first car attractive. Some people will find the second SUV attractive, third one attractive, isn't it? It's not that everybody goes for a particular design. It's not that. It varies from people to people. The aesthetic appeal of people are different, isn't it? So we cannot exactly predict how if we incorporate a particular attribute in a particular design, it will be liked by everybody. It's not like that. They are different for different people. So ergonomics is basically the science of analyzing work and then designing items and methods to most appropriately fit the capabilities of the user. Ergonomics design approach focus on human comfort and decreased fatigue, isn't it, through product design. During the design phase of a product, all the aspects of the product that can cause discomfort, all the factors which cause discomfort are identified. Then analyzes the causes of the discomfort and appropriate solutions will be incorporated in the product design. That is the ergonomic side. All the discomfort are eliminated in the product. People should find it quite easy to use, comfortable to use. Ergonomic design applied to an office chair will focus on how much it is comfortable for a person who sits on it during office work. Office chair. What is the ergonomic side of an office chair? Office chair are supposed to be used for long period, from 9 a.m. to 5 till 5 a.m. So when a person sits on a particular chair, it should give enough enough comfort for the person who sits on the chair, is it for long period of time. So the ergonomics should consider that, how it supports his back and how it supports his neck, all those things. He should not feel any back pain or neck pain while sitting on the chair. A chair ergonomically designed for dining purpose and a chair meant for relaxed sitting at beach are different. For dining purpose, no, at the dining table, we'll sit there for 10 to 15 minutes. So the chair should have, it should have that quality, it's different. But the chair which we used to relax at beach side, they're quite different. The purpose is different. The ergonomic factors are different for different chairs. All are chairs only. The chair which we use at the office, the chair we use the dining table, and the chair we use at the beach for relaxing are all, coming under the category of chairs. But the ergonomic sides are quite different depending upon the purpose. It is because the kind of comfort and function to be provided by the chairs in these situations are quite different. So these are the examples. So dining example and office chair and beach chair which we can use at the beach, or some operation theater chair, or if you go to dentist or if you go to some medical team, they will have different type of chairs, isn't it? Depending upon the functions. So they all are chairs, but the functionality, the usability, the comforts, the purpose it provides, all are different. So this is the ergonomics side. Depending upon the purpose, depending upon the customer, what is the requirement, accordingly we can design. We can design our product. So in all cases, depending upon the purpose, the ergonomics feature should be incorporated. For beach, we want to relax and we want to sit long for long period of time. We want to stretch our hands and feet. Then it should support that. For dining table chair, we don't want to extend stretch our feet and hands, not that in that way. So we can have such as, and there we can have a different design there. But for the operation theater chair, there the purpose is different. We want to lie there, and so that the doctors are able to examine the body of the human being comfortably, isn't it? The ergonomics is more for the doctors, isn't it? So they should be comfortable for them to examine the patient. And office chair, the person he will be using computers, for sure. So for long period of computer usage, how his neck, back, and feet and arms, there should be armrest, there should be feet, and there should sometimes he should be able to rotate. He will be able to move from one table to another table in an office, and it should have neck support, back support, isn't it? So computer usage means for long period of time. Some office period, 9 to 5 p.m. we'll have to use computers. So there the chair design is totally different. There what we say ergonomics is different. Of course, aesthetic side, all these designs are aesthetically good, isn't it? But more importantly, the ergonomic sides are totally different. Factors considered in ergonomics design. So one factor is anthropometric data. What is anthropometric data? Dimensions of a human body. So we will study the average human being, how long he is, how far, what is the height, what is the width, what is the hand, height of the hand, shoulder width, and all these factors we consider. That is called anthropometric data, dimensions of human body. So that needs to be considered while designing, say for example, this chair or something like that. So these dimensions of human body needs to be considered. It should be able to see it an average size to human being, not too small, not too large, isn't it? Posture of working while using the product, and what are the posture normal, we should study what is the posture that a human being is likely to retain throughout, or what is ideally good for health. And kind of movements. What is the kind of movement? Sometimes he may want to move to the right side, left side, depending upon where this chair needs to be used. And kind of workplace, whether it is spacious enough or whether it is not that spacious. Ultimately, ergonomics design involves every aspect of user-product interaction for the comfortable utilization of the product. So these are all different. This is one is a pen stand. Second one is the cleaning which we use in household, and third one is the door, the design of a door of a handle of a car, isn't it? So how ergonomics is incorporated, you can look carefully. If you look at the simple example of this pen stand, how useful it is. It has different trays, different section for holding, one for pen, other one for that pen is it should be slightly high. We should support all different sized pens, pencils, scales, all those things. Then eraser and other things. The height is different, and width is width is also different. It cannot, the width of the pen section and the eraser section are totally different. We can see how. So they are all helping the users to easily pick the pen, easily drop the pen, easily pick the eraser, easily drop the eraser, or whatever, isn't it? So according to the requirements, we can have the design. So this is the ergonomic side. Here the user will feel comfortable to use this product. There is no difficulty, isn't it? So anthropometry, I told, is the science of obtaining systematic measurements of the human body, isn't it? What is the height, what is the length, what is the width? Then accordingly we can decide what is the viewing distance from the monitor, what is the viewing angle, what is the wrist, what is the wrist length, feet length, and seat height, all those and what is the angle of elbow angle should be retained while typing a keyboard. Accordingly we can design the height of the armrest. So how the armrest is designed? Because there is a standardized prescribed angle that we should keep for elbow while working on the laptop or while working on the keyboard. So your armrest should support that. So this is obtained, these details are obtained, or people get the knowledge through anthropometry. That is the science of obtaining systematic measurements of the human body. So another one is universal design. Universal design is an approach in which ergonomics design we consider all people, common and special people, so differently abled people, some handicapped people, people with some difficulties. They should also be able to use our products. So advantages of ergonomics design: health issues can be solved, increase savings because productive, sustainable, and effective. Because people will work more, then the productivity is improved. Reduce medical expenditure. So it is there is no back pain, there is no neck pain, there is no shoulder injury, there is no knee pain. So medical expenditure is reduced, isn't it? So there is one small assignment which you can take. You can ergonomically design a vegetable knife for your kitchen, considering all the gripping material, shape, safety, and placement of knife. Because we all have this kitchen knife, vegetable knife in our kitchens, but you try to design something ergonomically more sound. So you try to understand what is the difficulty with the current vegetable knife. Then whether it is you find it difficult to hold, whether it is difficult to wash, difficult to clean, difficult to keep after use, difficult to if it is not safe for kids or whatever. It's left to your imagination. So you all create and submit an assignment on this ergonomic design of a vegetable knife by next class. Okay, all of you. So next we go to the topic of biomimicry. So we have 10 minutes more. We'll go to the biomimicry. So biomimicry is the emulation of the models, systems, and elements of nature for the purpose of solving complex human problems. So we'll give a certain example. Learning from termites. We all see termites. And how to create sustainable buildings. So ventilation systems of large buildings are inspired by termites. So this is one example of biomimicry in the case of architecture. So closely examining how termites build their, their house or something, then accordingly we try to have the ventilation. So the thing is that the spark, the idea of how can we have a ventilation, how can we have proper ventilation, how can we have the initial design, then a lot of advancement will definitely happen by using the human intelligence and imagination. But initial idea, that that spark will come from the nature. So that is, this is proved that ventilation systems are inspired by termite mounds. Another example, bullet trains. The aerodynamics of the famous Japanese bullet train was inspired by the shape of kingfisher bird's beak, isn't it? So kingfisher is able to move very fast, and so the bullet train, which when it was supposed to move at a low, very high speed. So those designers, Japanese bullet train, it was inspired by the shape of the bird kingfisher's beak, shape of the beak of the kingfisher. So this is one example of biomimicry in transportation. So this is another example of medicine. So learning from mosquitoes to create a nicer needle, isn't it? So these are observations made from the mosquitoes, how they suck blood from the human being. The same way the needles are also designed. So initial idea of designing a needle came from observing mosquitoes. So this is an example of biomimicry in medicine. So learning from dolphins how to send signals, underwater communication. So dolphins are very effective in communication. So the studies have shown that. So how human beings can communicate underwater, we have observed dolphins behavior, and we have emulated, we have conducted a lot of studies. So initial idea came from the dolphin. Then shark skin and swimsuits. The study of shark skin is at the origin of particularly effective swimming suits. Swimming suits which are used by people who compete in Olympics or world championships. They need to move very fast. They should we should be able to move very fast, right, over the water currents. So they have incorporated. They have studied the shark skin and how the material of the shark skin helps the shark to move so fast through the water. So the same study has been incorporated in designing the swimsuits for athletes and some Olympic people. So they can, world champions and all. Such kind of swimsuits, are designed based on the design of shark skin. Then obviously the first example I told, birds and aeroplanes, isn't it? Birds and aeroplanes. The structure is more or less similar. The structure of an aeroplane was inspired by the structure of the bird. So this is all about biomimicry. So any doubts you can ask now.